Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to my channel. So yes, you've probably been wondering, where have I been this entire time? Well, this is what this video is all about. So I wanted to do a get ready with me. I thought I would have time with the craziness of the holidays to film like a tutorial for New Year's Eve and stuff like that. I am trying a lookout that I will be doing on New Year's Eve. My husband and I, we're going to an event. We're actually going to the venue that we got married at. They always hold a New Year's Eve celebration, and every year I'm like, we're gonna go, we're gonna go, we're gonna go, but we never go. So this year we're going, and we're going with a couple of friends that coincidentally we're already planning to go. My girlfriend, co-workers, we're all planning to go, so we were all talking about it, and it just worked out. So that's what we're doing. Hopefully you guys, we just kind of chit chat like we're having girl talk, boy talk, whatever talk, and bring you up to speed on what's going on. As I'm doing this, I think this is like a second get ready with me that I've done since I've started my YouTube channel. Like really aggressively pursued it like 8 months ago. So bear with me. I normally don't do these get ready with me, but I shall try. So just so you know, I'm starting with the 12-hour power. This is the hard candy 12-hour primer. I love this primer. I've used so many other primers. I can't seem to get away from this one. This one seriously lasts all night. So tonight I'm actually taking, hubby and I are taking the kids out to go burn off some energy at it's kind of like a GameWorks place, whatever. Okay, since you last saw, and according to a coworker who said, I saw you crying in an empty apartment or house or something. So yeah, I needed to do this whole video on saying goodbye to a chapter in my life, just because I went through so much in that house. I generally just put this anywhere and everywhere. So I wanted to do that video because it was therapeutic for me to get a lot of things off my chest in that video, reflect back on what I went through with the kids. You know, that's where we kind of started our official family. So it was really kind of hard to kind of say goodbye. So cheesy for me to say that line, but it was really hard to say goodbye to that house. But we had to move forward into a bigger space, and I can't wait to do a house tour of this house. We're not quite done. I wanted to do more stuff before I kind of like post on YouTube where we moved to, but Christmas Eve party was a hit. Everybody thought that the space we moved into is amazing. So yeah, everybody loved it. So I'm using the Maybelline Matte and Poreless in number 238. Do not judge me. I need to buy new beauty blenders. I've had this one forever. I keep cleaning it, but there's only so much cleaning you can do. So I'm just gonna put this on all over my face, as I normally do, like in all my other tutorials. So we moved into this place Thanksgiving weekend. We actually had the keys to it a week before, so we were slowly moving into it before that. But officially Thanksgiving weekend, we kind of rushed to move in here. Then it's been go, go, go ever since. Between work and the kids' school, and one of my kids had problems at school and at their aftercare activity place. But we're not going to get into that. I handled it. It is what it is. So we went through a lot. I went through a health scare issue. I'm okay. It's not cancer. Let's just leave it at that. So yeah, I've been through a lot in the past, since Thanksgiving weekend. I literally had to do all of my Christmas shopping in 24 hours. So the weekend before Christmas, and then we were hosting the Christmas Eve party because of the fact that my dad always has, he always hosts it, but Hurricane Irma kind of destroyed his backyard. So my sister held Thanksgiving, because he normally hosts Thanksgiving as well, and I hosted our annual Noche Buena. And if you're not of Puerto Rican culture, if you don't know, I am half Puerto Rican. My father is Puerto Rican. So my mix is like Bruno Mars. So my mom's Filipino, my dad's Puerto Rican. We hosted that and had to prepare for that party as well. So it's just been a mad dash. I'm using the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Concealer. I am waiting on my Tarte Shape Tape. I did order it, but it hasn't come in. I am still waiting on that. I'm going to apply this underneath my eyes, down the middle of my nose, on my Cupid's bow, as you'll see in a minute. So Noche Buena was a hit. I was running around everywhere though. I barely remember it. I wish I can say I barely remember it because I drank a little too much, but I barely remember it because I was running around everywhere. Did a little surprise birthday thing. Also, if you don't know, and I don't think I've ever mentioned it on my YouTube channel, ever, but I did do Polynesian dancing for a very long time. And my friend, one of my friends is a fire knife dancer, and he did something for my son and my two brothers who all have a birthday in December. Yes, that's right. Add to my craziness, 3 birthdays in December. Yeah, it was a lot. Definitely a lot. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat that. But every time some of my friends would hear me and be like, oh my god, how can you do it? Or you can't do it, whatever. I hear that and I just say, I'm not listening to you because you're not me and I'm not you. It was successful. It was a successful event. It was successful holidays. I had like one of the best holidays. This past week we are off from work. My husband and I are both off from work, and we had time to just kind of do stuff around the house, but also, you know, spend time with family. And like this week has really taught me a lot about family. Like no matter what you go through, if you have very loving family and supportive family, they will be there for you no matter what. And I can say that a part of me in the past to take that for granted, but now I know not to. So family comes first, and it doesn't have to be blood. Family does not necessarily mean because you share the same DNA. Believe me, those of you that have been following me know that I'm an adoptive parent, and I just know that family does not necessarily mean blood. It's your actions. So to those of you in my life that have shown me that you are more than just a friend, that you're family, and to those that are my family and show me more that you are more. Family is not just a word, it's an action, it's a feeling, so I'm thankful for that. Going in now with the Rimmel London Radiance Brick Bronzer. I can't seem to get away from this. This has actually simplified my contouring process. I used to go a little deeper in detail with it, but not anymore. This mama don't have time. So I just kind of lightly brush this on with, this is an e.l.f. contour brush, angled contour brush. I really like it. The bristles are a little hard. They're not as soft as I would like, but I can't seem to get away from this either because it works. Reflecting on 2018, I have so many plans. I have so many expectations, even though I shouldn't have a lot of expectations. But I have goals that are set, and a lot has changed with me as an individual, as a mother, as a YouTuber. I really have a lot of high hopes for my channel. I've gotten nothing but great feedback from so many of you out there that follow me, so many people that do know me personally have critiqued me in good points and bad points. I need to improve in a lot of things. I would like to improve my channel more. I think I would like to hear more feedback from people that generally just don't know me, or that way I can grow as a person. I can look at it and be like, okay, that didn't work, let's move forward. Being in this new space like has totally motivated me in a different direction a little bit. Not with like, it's still going to be same, like my channel's still going to be the same, but I think my presentation and my I don't know how to say this. I think how I come off to people. I've actually looked at other videos, older videos, and I've seen how much I've grown, and all I can do is grow from there. I am not trying to stress myself out and be like, oh my god, this doesn't work, so I'm just gonna quit. I'm not going to quit. I'm gonna put that on YouTube right now. You guys, I'm not quitting. The only way I'm quitting is if I'm dead. So I'll be here for a long time. This is actually the first time in 7 months and 8 months that I've taken like the longest break, because I've had a lot of life issues happening, but I'm not going anywhere, peoples. I'm gonna go into the NYX eyeshadow base. I've been using this a lot more lately. I've seen like the potential. I've used this on a couple girls that I did their holiday makeup, and the eyeshadow really comes out nice. So on my YouTube channel, I've seen a lot of fluctuation. I've lost subscribers, I've gained subscribers. I luckily am past the point of caring about my subscriber count. I care about the quality of my content. If for whatever reason people had unsubscribed to me, that's fine. I really don't focus on that. But in the past few days, my channel's been getting a lot of attention. So, oh my gosh. So yeah, this is how I generally just blend this all in. The eyeshadow primer. Okay, so I kind of wanted to do, and I'll probably post a picture in the side somewhere of the dress that I am wearing for Sunday. I saw it on Venus.com. I will put a link. I don't know if they have any more. I think they were out the last time. But I cannot decide on like color of accessories. I think gold is what I saw in the pictures. So, and I don't want to do like matchy on the burgundy or the red eyeshadow. So I think I'm going to do like a black and gold. And I like the Gwen Stefani palette. As you can see, I have like used and abused this sucker. It has the black and the gold color, but I'm also going to be adding on top of that the Ulta Beauty Glitter Tears. And again, all of the products will be in the description box below. So as far as my resolutions for 2018, I don't really have any. I think the only thing was better myself, keep growing in all aspects of my life, not just with YouTube. Another thing I want to touch up on my YouTube channel is I am a woman who is living with PCOS. If you don't know what that is polycystic ovarian syndrome. I will put a link in the description box below just so you get a general idea of what it is. Those of you that follow Star Wars who know Daisy Ridley, she is actually a spokesperson for PCOS. She has it. So if you guys are Star Wars fans, definitely check her out. She does talk about it quite often. And that one girl from Pretty Little Liars, and I forgot her name, which I will put in the description box below as well. She also is dealing with PCOS. It is not a fun condition to have. We have weight issues. It causes infertility, which is why I couldn't get pregnant. My husband and I tried for years and years and years and spent over $25,000 in infertility treatment, but just my PCOS is really bad. So lately I've noticed that the PCOS had gotten worse. I actually hadn't gotten my cycle since May. I recently just got it, and it's funny because I noticed that the weight was gaining, and I was working out, trying to eat right, doing all the things I would normally do, and it just wasn't going anywhere. So lo and behold, you have everybody and their mothers telling you should do this, you should do that, and I know my body. Those of you women that are living with PCOS know your body and know what your body can and can't do. I'm going to be using the color Zone in the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. Tap that off. One thing I've learned from Nicole Guerrero is to start off light, just build. And it works. It works. So people are telling me what I should and shouldn't do, like how I should. You know, one girl would say, I've seen what you eat. I'm like, okay, whatever. You've seen what I eat. Great. But got my period. Seriously, people, this is how PCOS works, and I'm not gonna lie. I don't eat poorly. I don't eat a lot. Honestly, if I had a normal cycle, if I had a normal body, I would honestly lose. I'd probably be a size 6. And lo and behold, I get my period. I just dropped 13 pounds in 2 weeks. No lie. Like, my doctor was seriously concerned for a minute. And I'm like, nope, this is what happens every single time. So what I want to touch up on for next year is I'm researching ways on how to kind of, I read an article on this woman who reversed her PCOS, and the article is very interesting. Now I'm going into blackout with a small rounded brush. It kind of interested me a bit. I didn't know PCOS was even reversible. So yeah, I'm looking into that, and I really want to touch up on that subject a bit for next year. I'm really trying to just get this condensed into my crease of my eye. Now, of course, those of you know I have a hooded eye. If you do not, just put this right in the crease. I'm going to smoke it out a little bit with the same brush that I put on the color Zone. I'm just going to blend that color out right here. Just blend it out. I'm just using soft strokes back and forth. I definitely want to go ahead and do more beauty. I want to do more product reviews. Definitely more vlogging about my lifestyle my life as an adoptive mom. I also want to touch up on stuff I'm really passionate about. I was a dancer for a long time, and dance was my passion for such a long time. My parents, unfortunately, growing up, could not afford to put me into a dance school, so I learned on the streets. And developed a love for it. They tried to put me in everything else that they could, like an activity that was, part of the school system, was free, like band. I was in band for a long time. Band geek. But my heart wasn't really there. I love the music, again, because that's the dancer part of me. So whenever I played violin first and then got into alto saxophone. So whenever I would play a song that really touched my heart like that, I loved it. I did. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna take a little bit of that color blackout with a flat brush and just kind of bring it in more here. Just brush it, lightly brush it here. Not too much. So using the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous, I'm going to take a small flat brush. I want to stay quiet for this whole thing because this is like kind of nerve-wracking when you do the cut crease. And I'm like doing like a totally different design that I've done. I don't want to be at the end of this video like, well, folks, this isn't going to work out. Actually, that might end up being the case. We'll see. I'm going into the color 1987, and I'm going to see how this turns out. I think it's a little too, like, vintage gold, I think. This is what it's looking like. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this gold, guys. It's interesting. It's like, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna watch as I try to fix this. Alright, I'm gonna go into bath water. Just kind of highlight underneath my brow bone. Okay, so I'm not a huge fan of the way it's turning out, so I'm going to cover it over with the Glitter Tears by Ulta Beauty, and let's see what happens. It's interesting. Trying something new. That's why you try things out before you actually do them. You don't do them the day of, because it might not turn out the way you want it. But it's okay. We learn from our mistakes. But this might turn out great if once I'm finished with everything, because I may like the design, but I may go with different colors. So it's okay. I am going in with the Bye Bye Pores pressed powder that I got from IT Cosmetics. Just going around to eliminate the pores and smooth out. Smooth everything out. So I'm using the color Chocolate in the Anastasia Dip Brow to fill in my eyebrows. Just reflecting back on 2017. Let's do that. Let's reflect back on 2017 on what I've learned. I have lost quite a bit of friends. I am going to admit that right now. You're probably like, oh my god, what is wrong with this girl? Whatever. I used to have a lot of friends. And I mean a lot of friends. And I used to think that I was complete with all those people in my life. I'm not going to say that they did anything wrong or I did anything wrong. You're not gonna get along with everybody. And friendships are also not that difficult. When a friendship is being deemed difficult, then it's time to reevaluate the friendship. When you're always having to contact that person to hang out, or if they're constantly hiding something from you, obviously there's something going on in both of you that A, the person does not trust you enough to be upcoming or forthcoming. B, that person also has a hidden agenda. C, a bad combination of both. So I'm not gonna sit here and say it was all my fault or all their fault. I'm gonna sit here and say that we grew apart and there was a miscommunication and too much was done to even mend it. And that's not just for one friendship, that happened to several. I also feel that once I went in the direction of pursuing my YouTube channel, they kind of disappeared. So I was the weirdo. And for those of you that are looking to start your YouTube channel, please keep in mind there will be people that will be like, ugh, and think that you're the weirdo. Because I've had that basically shown to me and said to me. But if you're pursuing your dreams, it doesn't matter what anyone says. Pursue your dreams for yourself. You don't do them for anyone else but yourself. I do them for myself and my family because I know the possibility of what it could bring me and for my family. And I know there's a lot of people I can touch out there that are in my same situation and that can relate to me. And I think think that's generally the consensus of YouTube, is to find someone that's relatable to you, that you can sit there and be like, I'm not the only one going through this BS. As I lost my mascara. I went through a rough time. I did kind of mention that in my video where I was like, my new chapter video, saying goodbye, whatever, crying alone in a house. And what can you say? What can you do? You move on. You'll meet new people. People enter your life for a reason, a season, a lifetime. There will also be people coming into your life that seems like at the moment it was meant to be, but it's not for a long-term reason. I've experienced that recently too. So I'm taking this eyeshadow here. It's, my sister gave it to me. It's Prestige, and it's the Cressy 178 in Glisten. I'm just going to take this and brush it in the inner corners of my eye to open up my eye a little more. So just lightly dust that here and just apply that on the inner corners. And now that I've added this, I'm not mad at it. It doesn't look terrible. At first I was like, oh my god, what did I do? But I think this is working out okay. Reflecting back onto 2017 as well, I went through starting, like, aggressively pursuing my YouTube channel. Like, seriously, best move I could have ever done. I think that was the highlight of my year, was pursuing something that I love makeup, and I actually fell in love with the whole process. The filming, the editing, yes, it could be like monotonous and totally just grueling sometimes, and when your software doesn't work and you're trying to figure everything out, yes, it was daunting, but it was the best decision I could ever make. I found a love for the YouTube community that I didn't know was there before. So initially it started off as just makeup, but once I got into it and just saw the many avenues and the whole community, the community as a whole, yes, the beauty community is rough. I'm trying to stay away from that. I'm trying to go into down a different avenue on my own path to be like, you know what, it doesn't have to be that way. Try to keep in mind people like Candy Johnson and Nicole Guerrero, some of the old, the OGs that were like, hey, they don't get involved in that stuff. Especially Nicole Grwm, and you guys know that I've mentioned her quite a few times in my videos that I do look up to her. I'm using half of the e.l.f. baked highlighter and blush, just the blush portion, just to put on the apples of my cheeks. So that was definitely like the biggest learning experience of my life. And I cannot wait to hit my first year. I was hoping to reach a certain number of subscribers by my 1 year mark, but you know what? I'm gonna take time. I'm gonna listen to Gary Vaynerchuk. If you don't know who he is, you should follow him. He's awesome and amazing. I'm gonna take my time and build my content and the quality of my content. I also listen to Sean Cannell and oh my god, his name, video influencers. I listen to them, and they have a lot of great advice for people starting out in the YouTube space. So if you are just starting out, definitely follow them. I'm using the the Maybelline Ultra Liner Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner, and I'm gonna wing this out a bit. See, at first this color was looking kind of weird, but I think I'm starting to fall in love with it more and more. Now I'm going to use the e.l.f. liner. Just line the bottom of my eyes. Now because of the design, I could totally smoke this out, which I'm going to do. So now I'm just going to smoke this out. And to finish up what I was saying was, I've learned a lot about myself, and I now know that I do not need to do The only thing that matters is the people that truly love me and care for me, and this applies to you. People that truly love and care for you. People that don't want to make the time in your life to see you or be with you or hang out with you, get them out. And you know what? Forgive if you feel like forgiving. Forgive those that maybe you didn't see eye to eye with, and just move on. Just because you're not friends with them anymore doesn't mean you don't have to forgive them. If you don't forgive them, I think you don't properly move on, but you don't have to forgive if you don't want to forgive. But for me as a person, I forgive those that I'm not mad or hate those that are no longer in my life. If anything, I felt bad for my kids that knew them well. And that just taught me that moving forward, I'm going to be very select with who I want close to me, because I don't want that instability in their life. And they have gone through enough as foster children before. They don't need to go through that. So if anything, it taught me to be very choose wisely who I'm going to have so close to us. So now I'm going to apply my false lashes, and I will be right back. Lashes are applied. No, I'm not mad at it. I'm not. It looked weird at first, but that's what testing is for. Go in with highlight, the Benefit High Beam. And I love this because before highlighting was even a thing, I had this little tube from e.l.f. that was kind of like this. So I dotted on like that, and I just blended in. For some people it's scary because it's wet. I know a few people that I did makeup on recently, and they were like, oh my god, it's wet. But this really does, look at that. It really does accent your highlights so amazing. Also on my nose, so with the beauty blender, dab it right in. Never too much. Alright, for lipstick, I don't even know this dress. I'm assuming the burgundy-ish color. I think I might mix like I always do. So I'm gonna mix. I'm gonna take the NYX Devil's Food Cake and mix it with the Hard Candy Devious. Okay, so now I'm going to just blown out my hair. So I'm going to finish off with the L'Oreal Infallible Makeup Extender Setting Spray. This smells amazing. It's totally amazing. It's amazing. You should get it. I think it's the dupe to Urban Decay's All Nighter. There's been some reviews back and forth, and this one looks like it took the cake. You don't want to spend... That just goes all over. If you don't want to spend a whole lot, yeah, definitely get this. What do you think, y'all? The greatest thing about doing this whole get ready with me thing is that it doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to edit and be like, oh my gosh, let me fix this and fix that. So it's awesome. I get to show you in the raw how everything was done. So to recap 2017 again, I think the highlight for my YouTube channel was definitely the Halloween giveaway that I did. I got so much feedback doing that giveaway, and I think I'm going to totally make that a tradition on my channel. It was a lot of work. It was definitely a lot of work, and I think doing 5 looks was a lot. That's what's been going on, folks. So Sirens, thank you so much for tuning in again. Thank you for sticking around. For those, I know I went MIA, but I'm back on schedule. You'll be seeing regular videos from me again. And if you haven't checked me out on all my other social media platforms, please make sure that you do. I am on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. If you like this video, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. And of course, sharing is appreciated. So if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. As always, my Sirens stay sassy, sexy, and sophisticated. Happy New Year to you guys. This is going to be a great year coming up for everyone, for all my Sirens out there. Stay safe, bring it in with a bang, but please stay true to you. Love you guys. Happy New Year.